we're here. So pretty excited about this. This has been a long time coming, and we have the new Traxxas Drag Slash right in front of us. So we're gonna do an unboxing video on this brand new Drag Slash, and we've taken one or two out of the box already. This is a white one, I do believe. Yeah, this is a white one. So something different. We've done a red one so far, and it was pretty sweet, but I'm pretty excited to see the white one. So let's just talk about a couple quick changes that Traxxas did. We'll get more in depth once we take the truck out. But the biggest thing that this is a two-wheel drive slash, have the tape ready, two-wheel drive slash with Bandit A-arms. It has 20% larger drive shafts than the stock Bandit. So this is like Rustler 4x4 style drive shafts, a little bit bigger. This comes with the brand new 272R transmission, 4-gear, sealed diff in the Planetary instead. So kind of a nice update from the old school Planetary. You get a seal oil-filled diff. All new steel gears inside of that transmission as well, with a new input gear, which has definitely been a huge ask for a lot of people. New wheels, new tires, new body. VXL 3S, nothing too crazy. Let's get ready to start. So as I said, we already cut it just to make the video go easy. So first things first, this radio. It has a ton of cool features on it. So you see it's not your just standard 2-channel TQI. This is actually gonna have this button. And it's not a standard flick button either. It's a push button that you normally see on like the Revos, T-Maxes, stuff like that for reverse. This is going to be trans brake. So you press and hold this with your thumb and set your throttle percentage and let off that button. Shoom, car's gone. So pretty fancy, nothing too crazy though. Doesn't come with the Bluetooth link, so if you need that, part number 6511 to get all of the extra stuff for telemetry. But the moment that everyone's been waiting for, let's talk about what else is included. Gotcha. So what's gonna be included in the bag is your typical Traxxas stuff. So you're gonna get the 18mm wheels instead of the 26, so these are optional for the Wheelie Bar. That's also in the box here. You get your standard tools, so your 1.5, 2, and 2.5mm Allen keys. You're gonna get a 4-way T-wrench, a adjustable turnbuckle wrench, and an antenna tube tool. Also, they're gonna give you a battery foam if you want to run a shorter battery, and you can kind of shift the weight forward and backwards. Body washers, you're gonna get some black body clips as well. Preload spacers for your shocks, predetermined gear mesh insert essentially for the motor, and a larger pinion. So the pinion that does come as an option is 29 teeth, which is pretty darn close to what we've been running on most of our drag trucks or drag cars. So we've been like 27, 28. So we've been 27, 28 with a 76 or an 83 tooth spur. So really darn close with what they give you as well. So now the true moment of truth. What do we got here? Brand new Traxxas drag truck. So first things first, what we noticed is honestly the detail of this body. Traxxas did an amazing job with detailing this body. You get a really nice deep drop bed in the back, so it gives you that scale look. Nice little arrow wing here. This is gonna be a high pearl, and all the ones we've ever pulled out are very high metallic. Gunmetal wheels, so the new spoke wheels. Hard plastic front bumper on there as well. There is going to be optional LED lights that will go in the headlights in multiple colors. So if you've seen any of Traxxas's pre-release pictures, they had a black truck with green LED lights. So pretty excited about that. So let's take this body off. Some things that people were kind of a little disappointed in was it wasn't a clipless body mount design, but from our experience with when you do hit these bodies and crash them, clipless body mount may not last. Nice gloss black accents there. Getting right into the chassis, this isn't your standard LCG chassis because it's not blue. But that's it. It is just the regular two-wheel drive slash LCG chassis. They do include a standard servo horn now. No more servo saver on the servo itself. It is now in the bell crank system. So this uses the 4-wheel drive style bell crank. So the 6845X. get to the front bumper. So new front bumper mount with the foam bumper that does sit pretty much perfectly inside the front of the truck to give you a little bit of extra dampening when you do hit something. Inside the shocks, there's going to be a couple rubber bump stops. I don't know if you can see that. 2 rubber bump stops in there to limit the car's down travel. In the rear, there is not one bump stop. So some people might be doing some tuning that way. So what we found in the Traxxas manual was 20 weight shock oil in the front, 60 weight shock oil in the rear to get you started. Standard VXL 3S speed control, so 2S or 3S capable. We have the Millennium 3500 kV motor back there as well. So pretty much standard Traxxas stuff. When you take a picture of the back here, you can see those big beefy drive shafts. So those are the new Wrestler 4x4 diameter shafts, but in the narrower Bandit width. New shock tower for this truck, not your standard shock tower. So it is quite a bit wider for your shock mounting positions, and it also now has 2 body mount holes instead of just 1. Also, it has an adjustable front body mount, which is upside down like we would do all the Pro lines and things like that on some of our drag car builds, and you can lift this post up or down. The next cool thing with this truck, talking about electronics, is going to be the use of TSM. So there is 2 versions of TSM for this truck. So you have your standard TSM, which is going to give you throttle and braking, or you have drag race mode. So a lot of events, including ours, we do not allow TSM. But the cool part with what Traxxas did with the drag race mode on this TSM is going to be that it's not going to affect the takeoff, so any throttle, it's only going to affect the braking points. So with these cars only being rear wheel drive, you hit the brakes and the rear tires lock up. And doing 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, pretty hard to slow down a 2-wheel drive car without it doing donuts. So cool thing that Traxxas added, just make sure if you are going to take this truck to an event, make sure that they will even allow the TSM on the braking, or ask, hey, how do we want to tech this to make sure that I'm not cheating? That would just be my plan, totally up to you. So another thing that's included on this guy is going to be the Mickey Thompson wheels and tires. And these are about 25% wider than your standard 2-wheel drive short course style Hoosier drag slick or anything like that. And they're really sticky, like ridiculously sticky. Pretty cool there. A little bit different front tire for Mickey Thompson as well. Kind of like a grooved radial, nothing too crazy. Adjustable turnbuckles all the way around. And you're probably thinking, Aaron, we're missing something. We're missing the wheelie bar. So there's one more thing in this box that Traxxas hides on us, and that is the wheelie bar. This guy right here. So on the wheelie bar, there's 5 adjustability points for lifting it up or down on the gearbox itself. There is going to be the 26mm wheels pre-installed. Like I said, in the bag, there is 18mm wheel just to get the wheelie bar a little bit farther down or a little bit less engagement at a lower point. And then this just attaches to the new bumper mount from Traxxas, so it's a little bit beefier than the standard 3677, and it's just 4 screws, which are also included in this bag. So getting into the transmission now is a perfect segue for this. So inside this transmission, this is a brand new transmission, a brand new motor plate, and brand new internals. So Traxxas had a bunch of issues with the standard stuff just not being good enough for drag racing with that instant torque and traction. So now with the 272R transmission, you get a big, thick, 4mm thick motor plate. You are gonna get, like I said, a 4-gear, bevel gear, oil-filled bottom diff essentially, and it is gonna be pre-filled from Traxxas with 500,000 weight diff oil. You're also gonna get a steel idler gear and a steel top gear, and like I said, that input gear, instead of having a roll pin on the input shaft, it actually is a square kind of drive essentially, and a bigger, thicker top shaft and input gear, which is awesome, because that's one thing I had an issue with on my drag car and a couple other things. But yeah, that's about it. That is the brand new 67 C-10 Traxxas Drag Slash. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and we hope to see you guys rocking this brand new Drag Slash sooner than later. So have a great day.